Mom, there's an emergency. I have something important that I need to talk to you about.
What is it now? Anything you say is likely as dramatic as you're acting right now, but I'll humor you. What's going on? But can't we talk about this when you get home?
I feel like this is something that I should tell you as soon as possible, so sorry, but I'll be explaining through text for now. I tried calling you to make things easier, but you didn't answer.
Why would I answer your calls? It's always a waste of time. I'm a busy woman, you know.
It's not just me who called. I'm sure you got a phone call from the hospital as well. You didn't answer the phone for that as well, right?
I think that phone calls are a waste of time, and I avoid them as much as possible. So no, I didn't answer the phone. What does this have to do with you?
You could be ignoring something potentially important. You should start answering your phone calls more.
You went out of your way to contact me for a lecture? You have some nerves. I have no patience to deal with this. Could you hurry up with whatever you're bugging me about? Also, I need you to hurry up and come home so that you can prepare dinner.
Fine, then I'll tell you what's going on. It seems like you only have about 3 months left.
What?
The doctors and I are going to do our best. But first, you should come down to the hospital immediately. Would it be okay with you if I set a reservation for tomorrow?
Do what you want. I'm not going, though.
What? If you're not there, then there's no point in the reservation.
What a surprise, though. Mary, you are 36 years old, right? You've only barely started your life, and yet you're already at the end. How miserable.
Wait, what?
Well, if that's the case, then I guess I'll have you spoil me to the very end. Make sure you work extra hard on your house chores from now on.
Do you understand what I just told you?
This is all your built-up karma for how you treated me. Poor you, with only 3 months left. Well, hope you can make the best of your leftover time. Not that you would have much free time to have fun, though, since you'll be doing all those house chores.
Mom, what are you saying? Are you listening to anything I'm saying? Are you okay with me setting a reservation for tomorrow?
If that's what you want to do, then go ahead. Just don't stay in the hospital, okay? If you're there, I gotta do everything, and that's a pain. Your life expectancy announcement was already too much. At least be useful to the family for the last 3 months of your life.
Mom, are you listening at all?
You're telling me that dying is completely not my business? I have no interest in your life, but if you only have 3 more months to live, then make sure you're useful during that time. If not, then there's no reason for you to be here.
You only saw me as your housemaid. I didn't expect you to be this cold to me about this entire situation. I'm a bit shocked, to be honest.
I'm not going to be nice to you just because you're dying. You're in charge of the house chores now. I'm glad we live together.
I already do all of them. I also work. Do you plan to push all these responsibilities on top of all that?
You're gonna have to quit your job soon, right? You would be bored if you didn't have something to do like house chores.
If I only have 3 more months left to live, then I would like to be spending the rest of my days doing something better than that.
Better than that? You can't even do anything, can you? I'm not sure what disease has you 1 foot on death's doorstep, but it sure is bothersome, especially for my son. He got such a weird wife like you and now has to suffer through this.
A weird wife like me?
Anyway, whatever happens to you is nothing I care about. Whatever you want to do about it is none of my concern. Just make sure you don't stay in the hospital. You'll be working until your last day on this earth.
You're being cruel. I announced that I'm dying, and you don't even pretend to care. You push more work onto me.
Exactly. I see you as nothing but a slave. Right now, if I were to grade you, you'd get a 0.
Is that so? That's how you see me. But you have to understand that I have work, so I can't be doing more than I already am. I'm going to need you to reread our entire conversation.
I already understand what's going on. I don't need to read this again. And I've stated before, but I don't care what kind of illness you have. So hurry up and come get started on these chores. You don't have the time to be sad. Just because you're dying, you think I would let you get out of doing your chores? You need to be taking care of me until your last breath.
Fine, I'll do my best.
Well, how unexpected. You're learning.
Whatever you say, I need you to make a reservation for tomorrow as soon as you can. I have the head doctor helping out. Go to the hospital within the week. Anyway, I'm heading back home now. Are you doing okay, Mom? I heard that you randomly passed out and got taken to the hospital.
Mary, what is the meaning of this?
What are you talking about?
The whole 3 months to live thing was about me? Is this some kind of sick joke? When the doctor came over to talk to me about it, he said that you should have already told me.
Yes, and I did tell you.
What? When?
I have never once said that it was me who had 3 months to live. Why didn't you rethink the entire conversation? Maybe think about how maybe it was about you.
Why would I even consider something like that? My situation is only getting worse. They won't let me leave the hospital. What is the meaning of all this?
Why would you ask me that? You're at the hospital, right? Then you should be able to ask the doctors or nurses what's going on. I'm sure they can give you a better answer than what I could come up with.
I'm asking you. Why didn't you properly tell me?
Think about it. The day I went to the hospital was the day I usually go for you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I go to pick up your medication. It's a distance that you could easily walk, but you make the excuse if your leg's hurting or whatnot that I end up doing it for you. When I went that day, your doctor seemed panicked, so I asked him what was going on, and he explained. I told you to make sure to go to the hospital, didn't I?
I didn't even bother to pay that any mind. I didn't expect it to be about me.
I'm sure you could have concluded that if you had just really thought about it. You jumped to the conclusion that my life was the one about to end, so maybe that's why you're currently in this position. I'm pretty sure I did my duty of looking after you.
You have to tell me properly or else I won't know. It's because of your lack of communication skills that I'm here. The reason my illness is getting worse is because of you.
You're the one who jumped to a conclusion all on your own. I just assumed that you were in denial, and so I refrained from discussing it any further. I told you to go to the hospital. Blaming this on others when it's yourself to blame is wrong. You only have a limited amount of time to live now, so you better not waste it.
Are you making fun of me?
Of course not. I'm only responding in the way you did to me earlier, so maybe now that you understand, you could shut up.
How did this happen? It's your fault that I'm sick.
You eat a lot without the slightest bit of exercise, plus you snack a lot. It's not a mystery how you got sick. I have no idea why you would put all the blame on me. I did my job to help out my dying mother-in-law and warn her about her health. You are the one who jumped to conclusions and are now suffering the consequences. I can't take any more of this treatment. Your son and I are moving out of the house.
What? You're kidding, right? I'm dying, though. Aren't you feeling even the slightest bit bad for me?
How did you respond? When you thought that I was the one who was dying, how did you respond? You would continue to treat me as a slave until the very end, wasn't it? You had a smug look on your face as you laughed at me, right? I couldn't believe that someone could be this cruel. I don't want to look after you any longer, and this proved to be good timing. So, I'll be leaving. We're planning on building a house.
What did you say? Do you think I would allow that? Besides, there's no way Kent agreed to that. He's my son. You trade places with me?
Do you want me to trade my lifespan for yours? Ignoring how impossible that already is, even if I could, you're being extremely selfish. You keep surprising me. Stop acting like a child. It's extremely exhausting.
Watch your mouth, young lady. I only have 3 months to live.
So what? I don't want anything to do with you, and neither does your son after I showed him the messages you sent me.
What? Ken wouldn't.
He apologized on your behalf and agreed for us to leave. He did say that he would visit since he is your son after all, but he didn't expect you to be treating his wife this horribly. He told me that I don't have to look after you anymore and to leave all the responsibilities regarding you to him. This is all turning out great! I can start preparing to move and get out of here earlier than expected.
Hang on. You're being serious right now? You married my eldest son. You guys can't leave me behind like this.
Having your son not wanting to be around you must be harsh. I think that maybe this is karma for all you've done to me up until this point.
How could you say such cruel things to me? Don't leave me alone. I don't want to stay in a hospital.
If you want to go home, then be my guest, but don't expect any help from us. So if you want to go home, figure it out on your own.
Please, I'm sorry for everything I've said to you, so please take care of me until the end. I don't want to be alone. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, but you apologized way too late.
What do you mean? It's not too late yet.
Everything you've said to me hurts. You told me to work and take care of you until my dying breath. But now it seems like you have to live with being on your own.
Don't say that. I wasn't myself when I said all those things. It must have been an illness. I must have been so out of it.
That won't work. Even before that, you only treated me as a slave or maid. I don't need to be treated like this. I know my worth.
Please, even if it's just for a few more months.
I refuse your offer. Let us meet again at your funeral. You shouldn't have treated others like trash. May you regret your actions while in the hospital until the very end. Goodbye, forever. After that, Mary and her husband both moved out of the house immediately. The mother couldn't get out of the hospital, but did have her other family members visit her. Unfortunately for her, nobody was willing to look after her and spent her last days in the hospital. It sounded like she spent her last days miserably and filled with regret. While Mary and her husband were sad over the loss, they kept their heads up and looked towards the future.